All right, you grasshoppers. We are back at it again. This is the second time. This is actually what is it, Tuesday today? So we're doing
Today's
twice a week now?
Tuesday.
We're doing it twice a week. We usually
Yeah,
do.
you couldn't get enough of me, Tom, so you wanted me to come back.
You know, I feel bad actually that you're there all by yourself. So I want to try to like you don't have many friends.
You're keeping me in the loop. I appreciate it. Yeah,
Exactly. Keeping you in the loop. I like that. That is
I
accurate.
appreciate it.
So what'd you do? You did a radio show this morning too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did a countercultural radio.
Right.
It was at 9. Was it 9? No, it was 10. 10 our time. It was
Right.
9 their time. It was out at a radio station out of Nashville. It was actually pretty cool.
Very good. Nice.
Talking about Survivor and me being the fantastic, wonderful person I am.
Isn't that true? What when they ask you about Survivor, what do they ask you?
I tell them I met this old guy and I can't get rid of him. And no, they just asked me, basically about being part of the LGBTQ community and being on the show and how my life's changed and the typical stuff. But it was fun though. I could see why, kind of like us doing this podcast, like I can see why people do this stuff all the time because it's kind of fun.
Well, and we've talked about it. The people, since you've been on the show, they've seen who you are. The great thing about you is you're not putting on some act. It's just who you are, and people are drawn to that, right? So, what do you think? Well, how do you feel when people ask you about that LB being part of the community there? The LB.
Don't even try it, Tom. You go throw out too many numbers or letters.
It's way too long for me. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Well, the same thing I told them was the thing I told them was that before all this started, I didn't really consider myself part of the community, even though I am part of the community.
Right.
And the reason being is because I just live out in the country and I keep to myself. I live a private life, and those that love me know who I am, and to me that's the only people that really mattered. And so I never really felt a part of the community. And then when I go on the show. And, I have all these people from the gay community reaching out to me saying how, they feel inspired that I'm a role model to them because they finally see somebody on TV, that kind of looks like them and represents them.
Right.
And so then I kind of started looking at it a little different as like, even though I've not ever like been an active member in the community, after being on Survivor and stuff, it makes me want to kind of represent and show people like that we're not a bunch of weirdos, man. We're just normal people living normal lives and just doing it with the people we love, and that's no different than the straight community. Right. And so I take my role as a role model serious. I try to anyway. And I want people to understand that we're just like everybody else, like there's nothing weird and strange and whatever, like you may not agree with our lifestyle and how we choose to live. You may not agree with it, but like that doesn't mean you should cut us off and like distance yourself from us or like not have us as friends or family members because you don't agree with something that we were born with. You know what I mean? Like I just hope it can wake some people up because I feel like I'm a pretty normal person. I'm pretty easygoing, laid back. I'm kind and caring, and I'm a Christian. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just normal, and I just want people to see through me that the rest of my community is the same. So it's been cool because it kind of opened my eyes up to kind of taking my role a little more serious about it, like I don't know. I just think it's pretty cool that it brings awareness to stuff. And
because really you're right. I mean, you shouldn't even have to have a role, right? It just should be you are who you are, and that's it. And it's really nobody else's business.
That's why I said I really didn't feel like I was part of the community, is because I am Elaine and I just happen to be gay, but to me, I never focused on that. I just focused on being a human. You know what I'm saying? And I used to tell people that all the time. It's like, yo, I don't want to be a role model for women or for gays. I would rather just be a role model for human beings. Right. Like if we would stop separating ourselves with all these different labels and just come together as a people, it would be a better place. But I know that's not going to happen anytime in the future, but one can hope and dream that
Yeah.
it would happen, you know?
Yeah, you're never going to get to everybody, right? There's always going to be those people that just don't get it. You know, they've got
Yeah.
their way of thinking and that's it. And, you know, to those people, hey, sorry, moving on, have life. Like I said, I think the big thing for me when I see you is that there's no, you really don't have to change anything with you. It's not like you have to go out and become something different to be a role model. You already are that role model.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird because I never really consider myself to be that, you know, and I joke around with my friends and stuff. I'm like, yo, I'm a freaking role model, you know, and we get a big kick out of it because, you know, it's like now the nation gets to see like what I've been doing my whole life and who I've been my whole life. And they get to benefit from what this wonderful person Elaine is, you know, so it's been amazing. Yeah. It's been fun. It's been like it's like a learning lesson for me, all the new stuff I get to do and you know, like trying to think about, you know, like stuff you post.
What have you learned? Like to me, I'll let you answer, but to me, it's like, I look at you and I say, well, probably one of the biggest things if I was you that I learned is that, hey, I'm just great the way I am, right? One of the biggest things to learn. I really don't, like I said, what I keep saying that you don't have to change it. You didn't go on Survivor and become famous and then say, well, now I've got to change it into something different. It's who you are.
Well, you know, they would ask you, you know, they would ask you stuff like that on the island, and I would tell them I was like, coming out here just reconfirmed everything I thought about myself. Yeah. You know, I'm strong, I'm independent, I'm kind and caring, and like I'm a goofball. You know what I mean? Like it just reconfirmed everything I already knew. But like it made me kind of aware of like you know, how people look up to you, like from being on TV, and it made me aware, like, man, there's little kids watching me, you know what I'm saying? And I know I cuss from time to time, and I may drink a beer here and there or whatever, but I really try to live like I want to have a positive effect on people. I don't want to, you know, have kids seeing me drop the F-bomb and this, that, and the other. So it kind of makes you more aware of stuff you do and how you want to be represented. You know, you don't want to be putting out crazy stuff.
Right. You don't, and it's a good point. You don't want to be doing stuff like dropping the F-bomb, but at the same time, it's important for people to see that you're not going to be perfect. Nobody is perfect.
No.
You can still be a role model and be a great person and do great things. And you're just not and what is perfect, right? Like my version of perfect may be different than your version of perfect. You don't have to get approval from everybody else. And I mean this for everybody that's watching. Like I really believe in this a lot, that you don't have to get approval from everybody else to live your life and live it the way you want to live it. Right. I mean, it's nice, you know, like it's nice that people accept you for who you are and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, you got to be who you are. And I think that's what you're doing so well, again, for all people, but for the kids and everything that are coming up and saying, look at how popular you were on the show for everybody on the show itself and the people watching, and you were just who you were. Right. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best part about it is like I don't have to be anything other than me.
Right.
And so like when I go to the schools and I talk to the kids and stuff, I tell them that. I'm like, you know how many times I was made fun of growing up because I looked the way I looked, because I was different. Do you know how many times like people told me, like called me names or just said mean things to me, and I could have changed who I was. I could have became something I wasn't to make people not be that way towards me. But I just chose to keep rocking that mullet and keep being, you know what I mean? I just chose to keep being myself.
Well, and even if you change into something else, there's always going to be somebody that can find something wrong with that.
So even if you change, you'd probably still get some crap from somebody. So I just chose to stay to who I was, and if I lost friends or if people didn't like me, I just became strong in myself. So it didn't matter if people said whatever. I just brushed it off and kept on doing my thing, and that's the coolest part is like I can just be me, and I don't really have to do much polishing up, you know what I mean? Like what you see is what you get. I'm not changing a whole lot, you know? And so when I go to the schools, I tell the kids, I was like, you don't have to change nothing. Just be you, you know, be an original. You ain't got to copy all this stuff that's going on out there. Just be you and do your thing, and good things will happen. So
and they shouldn't feel like they have to go out there and make some big statement either. Like you said, just be you. You don't have to seek approval. You don't have to fight for approval. Just be who you are, and everybody's going to decide. It's the same with everybody, really, right? I mean, people are always passing judgments. I'm as bad as anybody. Where you first, you make it, you look at somebody at first and you immediately go, okay, that's the kind of person they are.
Tom, are you talking about our relationship? You're basically talking about our friendship now. I know you are.
When I first saw you, I thought, oh my God, like I'm not going to play. I'm getting off Survivor. I'm not going to play. There's the lane come. So
no, you see me. He's like, oh my God, there goes my best friend. Yeah, that's what you said. Don't lie.
No,
you know you's gonna be best friends with me.
Yeah,
you tell all your hockey buddies who your best friend is.
I know, stuck with you forever. No, it's not best friend. I'm stuck with you forever. That's the problem. Yeah, stuck with you. All right, here's the big question. All right, so this is day 2 of the healthy lifestyle of Elaine.
Oh, we started that. What is today?
It's Tuesday. You're going to start Monday.
This quarantine's got my days mixed up, Tom. I drank me a Mountain Dew for breakfast. So.
Oh, God. So all right. So we don't have, like we said, we don't have to be perfect in this whole process. So what is the first step of the process that you've taken to change it to the healthy lifestyle?
I drank some orange juice this morning. That's
okay. Yeah.
Well, listen, I've been having real bad problems out of my sinuses and my allergies and stuff.
Yeah.
And like I had a sinus headache the other day. I thought I was going to die. My face is still sore to the touch right here.
All right. So, okay.
And I woke up this morning, my eyes are all gunked together because my allergies are kicking my butt. So
it's excuse for not.
No. What I was saying is like, because I have a sinus stuff, I decided that I needed more vitamin C in my life.
Okay.
So I drank some orange juice this morning. There's my healthy choice right there.
So okay.
I'm halfway done.
Here's a little lesson that I have learned over time. All right. So there are some natural foods like ginger they're like antihistamines, and they will clear up your nose and all that kind of stuff, and they help with allergies. Mm-hmm. Ginger.
I ain't never heard of her.
Ginger. She was on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, Gilligan. Listen, you're the skipper, and I'm Gilligan.
Okay. All right, Gilligan. Listen. So there are healthy foods. If you get a healthy lifestyle, healthy diet going, that will help with issues like your allergies. I promise you. So ginger is a root. Okay?
Is it a powder?
You can come in a powder.
You sprinkle it on your bacon.
Here's what you can do. Okay. There's a thing called a juicer. All right. The juicer.
Oh, here you go about them juicers.
And then you put the ginger into the juicer, and out comes ginger juice. Okay.
Dude, I ain't gonna be able to drink that.
Why
what
can't
are you doing?
We have just a few minutes ago.
What's it taste like? What's it taste like?
How you were a role model, and now you're telling me I can't. I mean,
I'm a role model for the bigger generation. You know what I mean? For the thicker people.
But here it is.
For all them busted biscuits out there. That's who I'm repping.
So every morning I have a ginger shot with cucumber in it, beets, turmeric, and sometimes apple in it. So juice that all up. It's healthy for you. It's like health, like pouring.
What's it taste like though?
It's the ginger's got a real bite to it.
See, so, even somebody that's a health freak doesn't even like it. What's that going? My taste buds are shot. I can't be drinking ginger.
Why not? Instead of you drinking Mountain Dew.
I didn't drink a Mountain Dew. I was just messing around. I drank orange juice for real. Because I know vitamin C boosts your immune system. So I've been I drank some orange juice this morning, and I'm gonna take me an airborne.
11:10 in the morning, and you haven't had any Mountain Dew yet.
No.
Okay, so that's progress.
Well, I didn't go to bed till 5.
Okay. Well, at least
I went to bed at 5 and I got up at 9:30.
Okay, so now I view that as progress, because we were talking the other day, you were going to bed like at 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning, right?
True.
So that's progress. Okay, so we're making progress then. That's all.
But the reason why I stayed up so late is because I slept all day the day before because I got a migraine from my sinus headache. Right. So I slept, but you can see it in my face. Look at my eyes and stuff.
I really can't notice. I mean, yeah.
Feeling rough these days. These eyes are all jacked up.
Yeah. All right. So So we're okay. Just to kill it out. So this is day 2 of the Elaine lifestyle.
Day 2. All right. I'm gonna make a promise. I'm gonna drink 1 Mountain Dew today.
Okay.
Just one.
Well, no, hold on. Let's be careful here. So we want to make this work. So normally, let's say on average, you're drinking.
Okay, two.
Well, you're drinking 5 cans, right?
Yeah.
So
or more.
If you only drink 2, what's going to happen? Are you going to really miss drinking Mountain Dew or what?
No, I just can't cut it out completely because it messes me up.
Okay. Don't say you can't do something.
No,
When you were on
I
the
just
island,
don't want to. No, I don't want to suffer through the headache and stuff. So when I quit it before, like when I went on the show and I quit it before,
yeah.
I cut it back, and then I cut it. You know what I mean? Because I drink so much now, it's like, you know, you cut it off too quick, and I'm like dying. I feel like I'm sick. I got to, you know. So, no, so okay. What I was saying is I'll cut back, and then by the end of the week, I'll try to be off.
No, that's too soon.
Okay, next week. I agree. That's too soon. Don't rush it. You're right.
We want this to last. We want it to last.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I'd love to say to you, Elaine, don't ever drink another can of Mountain Dew, but it's just not going to be reality, right? But but at the same time, don't say you can't do it. You did it before, right? You did it when you were on the show.
Yeah, but I had to wing myself off of it.
But that's
I couldn't quit.
I don't want to hear you say you can't.
Okay. I take it out of my vocabulary.
You have done it before, so you can do it again, right?
This is true.
Okay.
It's hard being healthy when you're on quarantine, Tom. Last night I ate popcorn, I ate brownies. I literally I scrounged in the kitchen I didn't have nothing to do. I done a puzzle. I watched a movie.
Okay. So my diet yesterday was the beets, ginger, cucumber, apple, and turmeric shot. Started with. I had my amino acids. Then I was then what I have. So I had brown rice and turkey, ground turkey with it, with like little spices in it and all that kinds of stuff. Don't be giving that face. And then at dinner, I had chicken. I had breast chicken, and I had potatoes with onions, garlic, pepper, all that kind of stuff in it.
Nah, I can eat taters.
Yeah. Okay. So we can have sweet potatoes.
Nah, you just run it.
Okay.
I can't. Sweet potatoes are gross. Like what?
But my point of telling you is that people are saying, okay, I'm stuck at home, I'm quarantined, so I can't eat healthy. Well, you got to eat something. You got to cook something. Why not cook healthy? Yeah?
Well, you're right. We can. We just choose not to. It's just so much easier just to make the same old decisions we've been making. It really is a choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we are making choices to make poor decisions. Like we choosing to do bad and wrong. There's
a funny post I've got to post here. Sorry, somebody posted something. So Joseph Zero says she should have her own webcast. True grits.
True grits. There you go. I don't know how to cook grits, but I ain't never ate them. But yeah, true grits.
What are grits?
There you go.
What are grits? I don't even know what grits are.
I don't know. It's a South thing. But I've never ate them. Like I'm not that South.
Yeah.
Listen. Right. We're gonna make an effort because I get married in September, so it's I've got to get in shape for the wedding.
That's right too. What's the date of that wedding?
September 25th. You're coming, Tom. Remember?
The 25th.
Yeah, you're coming.
I've got my sock drawer needs to be rearranged.
You're so full of it. You better be showing up.
Let's show up in a tractor, for God's sakes. Oh, that's the other thing. What's going on with the tractor? Anything? Is it still raining?
No, Tom, I haven't been out of the house. We're under quarantine. And you trying to get me to get people to come to my house. I'm trying not to get the corona. And you trying to get me to invite people over to give me corona. That makes no sense.
If you still keep your 6 feet apart, you're fine. So guy shows up with the flatbed truck. Don't go anywhere near him. Let him do his thing. Get it on. He doesn't ever come near you.
Well, I got to go down there and point and talk and listen.
Yeah,
country folk just don't show up and leave. That's not how it works. They show up and you talk for 2 hours and hang out, and now you know everybody in their family. You got his phone number, and y'all gonna be calling, sharing recipes, and that's how it is in the country. Like you just can't go to somebody's house for 5 minutes and call it quits. It just don't work like that.
Okay, so last time around, you called me a sociopath because I had no friends, but then I don't have to worry about getting the virus because everybody stays away. I eat lots of garlic, and I hate people, so I just
But see, I'm more friendly than you are. So when people show up to my house, I talk till my woman gets mad and she's like, "You need to shut up so they can leave." And you, on the other hand, you don't even try to talk to people at all.
Yeah, that's why people are like, I'm not going to get the virus. You're more susceptible to the virus because you're like having all these people you're talking to. See, it's
Well, that's my point. And here you are trying to get me to get some stranger to come down here with a flatbed to pick my tractor up.
Big difference between picking up a flatbed and sitting there and talking to him for 2 hours. Let him come and pick up the tractor on the flatbed, leave the guy alone.
But that's what I'm telling you. Because I'm from the South, there is no just showing up and somebody leaving. You're going to end up talking to them and talking to them for too long. And then what's going to happen is you're going to end up knowing half their family because everybody around here is kin to each other. And you're going to start talking about your cousin Joe Bob and Billy Bob. And it just goes from there. Yeah. My point being is we're going to hold off until the coronavirus is passed. And then we're going to start trying to make progress on the tractor.
I don't see it, though. I think there's a big difference. Like, why not? We're making lifestyle changes, right? We're going healthier. And one of the lifestyle things is, okay, maybe not talk to everybody for 2 hours. Like, let him come and do his job, take the tractor, get it fixed, bring it back. And we don't have to talk for 2 hours. Your girl's happy.
But I would still have to go talk to him to tell him what's going on and what's wrong. And
you got a pretty loud voice, right? You're up the country there. So it's like, you don't have to be right beside him. You can be 10 feet away. You can be 20 feet away the way you talk. You can probably be a mile away and he'd hear you.
What are you trying to say, Tom?
Well, you talk a lot, Elaine. You're kind of loud. All right. I mean, geez, if I wasn't trying to win the show, I wouldn't have talked to you at all. Because, man, it's like, holy smokes.
Tom.
My father used to talk like that. He was the old farm boy too. You know, we had the farm, and he'd lean over the fence there and talk to the neighbor all the time. And I'm like, oh God, let's go. I mean, I've got things to do. I got to go practice my wrist shot.
Yeah, my grandpa used to go places to him, and it's like he's like, oh, I'm going to go over and see whosoever. Yeah. And I would sit in the truck and I'd be like, oh my God, like, is this going to be air? And now I find myself doing the exact same things. It's so funny. I see myself, my grandpa and me all the time. I'm like, man, I just pulled what grandpa used to do. Yeah. And you know, what's really funny is like, I'm actually the female version of my dad. Like, we walk the same, we talk the same, like, we got the same mannerisms, you name it.
He was. I met him there in L.A. He wasn't that talkative, was he?
Oh yeah, no, he's not the social butterfly that I am. Yeah. But like his sarcasm and his snarky remarks and just the grumpiness and the you know what I mean. Like,
you're not grumpy. You're not. What are you talking about? You don't get grumpy, do you?
Oh yeah, I get grumpy, but it's funny because you get the two of us together, like, and you see us walking, like we waddle the exact same. It's hilarious. So I tell my dad all the time, I was like, yo, I was pulled straight out of your ass for sure. Cause me and him was just alike. It's so funny. We're both pig-headed and stubborn, big time.
Do you kill chihuahuas like your father does too?
It's Tom, you messed that story up every single time. It was a chinchilla.
Chinchilla.
He dropped the couch on my chinchilla.
He killed two of them? A chinchilla?
No, there was no chihuahua. See, you've got to stop drinking them tequila shots. We done talked about this. You got to.
I'll tell you killed a virus right there.
Yeah.
There's no virus in this body.
You got to lay off that stuff because your memory is not very good at all.
Nectar of the gods. Nectar of the gods, the tequila. Tequila and grapefruit juice. Or tequila, sometimes we mix it with, we have like the tequila salad where we use our juicer. There's another use for the juicer. You put like all kinds of vegetables together and you put it with tequila. Tequila salad.
Tom, I'm going to send you to meetings. Like, you need to go to a meeting because you sipping on that tequila for everything these days.
There's going to be other people there? I don't know. There's other people I don't want to go. I don't go to anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your father killed a German Shepherd?
He killed my chinchilla. He dropped the couch on it and squished it. Yeah. So, I told you this story 60 different times, and you messed up every single time. You told that
story out in the island. You told that was hilarious when you told it. That was funny. That was funny. That was good.
It's not funny when a child loses their pet. Of course, I was in my 20s, but
when the father drops the couch on the
and then the funny part is that he wrapped it in a plastic bag and laid it on the counter and waited for me to come home. He stayed up till like 3 a.m. and was sitting on the couch asleep and waited for me to come home. And he's like, I killed your rat. I was like, what? I was confused. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, you're a rat. It's in there on the counter. I was like, my chinchilla? I was like, little Nino, you killed Nino? Like what? And I went in there and he's dead in the bag, stiff as a board.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I was so mad. I was so mad at my dad. I was so pissed at him for that.
Did you go buy a new one?
Yeah, the next morning he was so upset because he done
one that looked the same.
He was like, sis, get up, we're going to the pet store. I was so mad. I was like, no, you're going to the pet store. I'm not going. You killed it. And so he goes to the pet store and he buys this chinchilla. And it was meaner than damn it. The one I had, it was sweet as pie. It would eat raisins, like you put a raisin in your mouth, and it would come up and grab the raisin from you. Like he would eat out of your hand. I used to lay in my bed when I was in college, and he would like lay on my. He was just the cutest thing. Well, my dad goes and gets this one from the pet store, and it was the spawn of Satan. I couldn't even feed it. It would attack me and literally bite the piss out of me. Yeah, I was so mad. I was devastated over that for the longest time. Like it was, yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of a dog getting killed by a couch before. That's the first time. I don't think it's probably never happened before. A dog has actually been killed by a couch. I mean,
you're so stupid. It's a chinchilla. You never seen a chinchilla? Listen, that you have this dust you would pour out like in a box lid.
Yeah.
And they got a rabbit body with like a little squirrel head and little squirrel arms. And you'd put them in that box and they'd roll around in that dust and rub it on their head and stuff. It was the cutest thing.
So the chinchilla's not a dog?
No, it's what you make coats out of.
Oh, I thought chinchillas was a dog, for God's sake.
The chinchilla fur.
Chinchilla fur. So you had a flat chinchilla. Was it like was he squashed and everything too, or what?
Oh yeah, he was bleeding from everywhere and he's like this.
Oh,
yeah, I was so mad at my dad.
What happened to the new dog? Did you keep the new one?
No, not the dog, the chinchilla. It bit the crap out of it. Every time I tried to feed it, it would attack me. Right. So I got rid of it. I didn't keep it.
Well, that was like Krishma on the island. She tried to attack you too. She tried to cut her finger off. That's what it was.
You're so stupid. You're so stupid. Krishma's all right. Krishma's pretty funny.
Yeah, good. That's right. You guys did a little show the other day, didn't you? You guys all got together and did a show?
Yeah, we were doing a tell-all thing where we were supposed to go to the Woodlock, and where Woodlock got canceled, we got all the people that was going to go just for the fans and stuff. But I was only on there for like 10 minutes because I told you I had a sinus headache it was killing me. I went to sleep because it gave me a migraine.
Right.
And so I didn't stay on it very long. It was for like 10 minutes or something like that.
You want to send you some ginger?
I don't even. We probably don't even sell ginger in this part of the woods.
I'll send it to you then. We have these things called like FedEx.
Amazon's not shipping right now. Neither is.
They are. They're shipping. Yes, they are. Don't listen to that. I've got coconut water coming, almond milk, almond butter, and bananas being shipped to me by Amazon.
You getting bananas from overseas? What you doing?
No, get bananas and I put them in my freezer. And then when I make my smoothies, instead of using ice, I got frozen bananas.
You can freeze a banana?
Yes, you freeze a banana. That's how they last longer.
Like you freeze them like with the peel on?
Yeah, just put them right in there, and when you need it,
the whole thing, whole banana.
Right. Yes, and they'll stay for like 2 weeks.
I need to see a picture of a frozen banana.
Okay. I'll send you a picture of frozen banana. I'll make a smoothie later on. So the smoothies have got avocado, banana, almond milk, almond butter. Don't shake your head at me. And protein powder in there.
Tom, when did you start being healthy? When you hit 100, then you were like, all right, I'm gonna die soon, so I got to start being healthy. Like when?
No, Elaine. It's a process. It's happened over time.
No, but I'm asking, when did this start for you?
There was no specific date. It was just like over time. I've learned more about my body and how it reacts, and how it reacts to certain foods, what you can eat. Now, a lot of people don't believe this, but probably about 20 years ago, I had to get glasses. I was nearsighted, so when I drove, I had to have glasses. Don't be laughing already. So now I've eaten healthier. I don't need to wear my glasses anymore. My eyesight's better.
You're lying. You're so lying.
True story. Yeah, it's a true story. Healthy food, healthy lifestyle. Get rid of the sinuses.
Okay,
The ginger will clean you out.
So in the early 1900s, when you got out of hockey,
it's funny to say that because when we were all after the tribe swap and you dumped me, left me, went over there with all your buddies. Jamal on the show was sitting there. I know I told the story, and he was a pretty serious guy, but he and I got along pretty good. We're sitting at some point, and he goes, "Now, Tom, when you played, did you wear a leather helmet?" So,
well, that's a good question, though. That's a really good question. I watched the thing you posted the other day of you throwing elbows and stuff.
Yeah, that was fun back then.
Okay, so when did you get out of hockey?
I retired from playing in 1992. So I started playing in 1980 and got done in 92.
So it's probably more like they made you retire because you probably wouldn't leave, and they were like, "Yo, Tom, you're not as good as you used to be."
I was tired of them. I was tired of hanging around with them. Wayne Gretzky wanted to come and play with me in LA and all that stuff. And I said, "Oh, geez."
Okay, so you name drop it. Like, do you know big names from hockey? Like, do you hang out with them?
Yeah, Elaine.
I don't believe you. I think that you was one of the ones that was way down the bench.
So they all want to come and hang out with me now because of
whatever.
being the star of Survivor that I was.
Oh, that's true. You're. How many days was you out there?
Elaine, it's what you do when you're out there. It's not how long you stay. Okay, it's how much you get done. I saved your rear end. That was the biggest. And that's why I had to go home. I was tired from saving you all the time.
Yeah.
After on your own.
So no, seriously though, like the people from hockey, like you do a lot of hockey stuff, don't you? Like you still do a lot of
Ranger stuff, yeah. Like speaking engagements with the Rangers. They're actually, the Rangers are really good. They have us out doing a lot of stuff with young kids. It actually, I know we joke around about it, but when we do this thing called Learn to Play, and there's also Try Hockey for free with the Rangers. And it's really good because they take kids that if the parents maybe can't afford equipment or don't want to go ahead and buy the equipment because they don't know if the kid's going to continue to play, the Rangers come in and have it like they let them use the equipment for a day or for a couple of hours on the ice. And usually a lot of times kids, when they first get out there, they're falling down.
Yeah.
They're crying. You'd be good at this stuff because it really is. I'm serious when I say this. I'm serious.
Falling down and crying or like, oh, you'll be good.
Not that part. So the kids are crying and they're worried like, oh, they're feeling bad because they can't do it or whatever. And I say to them, it's very true. When I first started, I could not stand up on skates. I was terrible. And I was playing 11 years. So it's kind of like when you see them come out there and they're really nervous. And then by the end of the 1 hour session, now they're skating around and they're having fun. It's fun to do. It's kind of rewarding because now
Mom, I want to come to one of those events. I want to come after Corona's over.
Oh, you ever skated?
Yeah, I've skated before, but I'm a redneck, so it's like I've skated on ponds and shit.
Oh, okay. You can skate.
Yeah, I could skate. I haven't skated in probably 30 years or
I bet you're a pretty good athlete, right? You seem like you're a good athlete.
A little bit back in the day, but everything I've done is basically redneck fed. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've ice skated once or twice, like in an actual ice skating rink. But most of the skating I done when I was a kid, I done on the ponds.
Right.
People roller derby. There you go, boo.
So who is that wrote in there?
That's Tanya. That's my woman.
That's your girl. Good job.
Yeah. But when the ponds freeze over here back in the day, we don't get such strong winters now, but they'd froze and be frozen for months at a time.
Oh, okay.
So it's like we take the gun down there and shoot down in the ice to see how thick it is. You know what I mean? If it was a certain thickness, then we would skate on it.
Oh.
And and we used to go roller skating when I was a kid too. So if you can roller skate, you can.
Let me get this straight. You shoot up the ice first, then you go skate on it, like put holes all over the place.
Yeah, you take your gun down there. This is how you know it's safe. This is redneck safety. No, seriously, redneck safety 101. If you want to go ice skating, take your gun down to the pond, shoot down in it. If it goes all the way through the water, it's probably not going to be safe. Okay. If it just goes in the ice and stays in the ice, then you're good.
So it's just a pistol or a shotgun?
Yeah, just a pistol. Nothing. Don't take no 30-30 out there. You know what I mean? Like,
here's Elaine's advice, kids. Go get a gun and shoot. No, do not listen to Elaine.
No, don't do as I do. Do as I say. See, that's how you say that. Yeah.
So we got somebody, just in case people don't know, actually some people that are hockey fans are writing in wanting to know who you are. And so when I started on the show Survivor, when I was the star, my tag-along partner who just wouldn't leave me alone was Elaine Stott. Once I got voted off, she became the most popular player out there. And
once he was gone, they didn't have anybody else to look at, so they picked me,
And as much as we joke around, Elaine actually has become very seriously a great role model for young kids, other people, and everything. Just to say, listen, you be who you are. Don't worry about what everybody else's beliefs are. You do.
Did that just hurt? You paying me a compliment?
You know, it's okay.
You got this grimace on your face when you were saying it.
Once, like early in the show, I did it, but to do it a second time, it's like, oh my god,
it's overkill.
I've got the virus or something like that. Geez, I'm getting, what is it? A dry cough, and then fever, tired.
Yeah,
that stuff. All right.
Seriously though, listen, I do want to. We should do some of those events together. I would love to come do that with the kids. Yeah.
That'd be great. Fantastic. Actually, we got a great event going on. You should come to it. Think about it too. Hopefully it still happens. It's in July. I think it is, down in Virginia Beach. I'm on that board of the Warrior for Life Fund, and we're trying to raise money to build a hockey rink down there for all the Navy SEALs and everything that come back. Not just Navy SEAls, but other military personnel as well, and their kids. And it's really seemed like these guys are coming back with PTSD or any issues they have, and they play and they get playing hockey. It's kind of therapeutic for them. So we're having a big weekend down. You know what? We should get you down there. That'd be a blast. They got a bunch of events. It's all it's all Navy SEAls. It's a great cause. They get a big barbecue all planned and everything. You and your girl can come down. It'd be fun.
Yeah, you let me know the dates and I'll see if my schedule is clear. Right now, I've got nothing planned because of Corona.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So this event may not happen either. Who knows with the coronavirus? But so how is all your politicians down there? How are they handling everything with the coronavirus in Kentucky?
They're shutting everything down like everywhere else, and I heard that they were bringing the military in big cities and stuff. Is that?
Yeah, the National Guard's coming into New York. It's in the state of New York, California, and I think Washington State as well.
There was a few places that we ain't that bad yet. You know what I mean? But that's where you've got so many people that just because they don't have symptoms or they feel okay, like they're just not staying home like they should.
Well, there's a lot of it seems like, not limited to, but a lot of younger people were going down to the beaches down in Florida and everything, and just all over, right? And I kind of get it, because when you're young, and I'm still that way, right? I think I'm King Kong. I'm not going to get hurt, but that's not the issue, right? You're going to spread it to other people. So apparently they're getting that stopped now. So
yeah, we need to take it serious. You know what I mean? Like, what's 2 weeks compared to like what it could be? You know what I mean?
Well, and I heard the comparison, people talking about other world wars where people sacrifice their lives, young people to go over and fight for our country. We're asking people to sit in your house for 2 weeks, so it's not like you're sacrificing a whole lot.
Yeah, it's like, and they're like, no, I'm not giving up my spring break. It's like, come on, dude, you're gonna kill your grandma, and then how you gonna feel? You know what I mean? Just stay home, just stay home.
Well, I think you're right, and it's just part of we haven't had to deal with stuff like this before, right? We've had 9/11 in the past, but that was a whole different thing. So we're fine. Well, but the key is to have a healthy lifestyle. You would live a lot better if you had a healthy lifestyle. Things wouldn't affect you.
Tom, it's baby steps. Baby steps.
Okay. You know what? Actually, you're right. I apologize. You're right. So you started off with cutting back on the Mountain Dew this week.
Cutting back.
We're getting up earlier, going to bed earlier, right? So baby steps.
Tonight I'll go to bed early because I only slept 4 hours. So
get to bed by 4 in the morning, let's say, something like that, right? Ease back.
Yeah. No, I would like to get back on a schedule. This has got me all messed up. It really does have me all messed up. I've got to get back on the schedule and start catching normal sleep hours and stuff. I got to do that. Well,
I think for all of us that, listen, we got, there's an opportunity here. Now you're at home and you've got time to do other things, right? For you, my belief as your friend that you get a healthier lifestyle will help you a lot while you're sitting here at home. That's my opinion.
This is true. Yeah. You're correct. And you don't know how bad it hurts me to say those words.
All right. Well, we've been talking for a long time here. All right. So we're going to wrap it up. So just to be clear, we're going to come back again on Thursday. We're going to do 10 o'clock? Yes. We'll do 10 o'clock. Yes. Because that's more. Yeah.
I hate you.
10 o'clock. Right.
You do it on purpose just so I have to get up.
Yes, that is correct. All right. So we're doing 10 o'clock on Thursday. So we're just where we're going. So we're holding off on the tractor restoration project because you cannot just have somebody come to fix it. You have to talk to them for 2 hours.
Yes.
We're practicing social distancing. So we're being responsible. So that's good. The healthy lifestyle is moving along. It's baby steps. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for progress. We're getting that. And we've acknowledged that I'm way ahead of the curve by not having any friends, and therefore I won't catch the virus, right?
Yeah, I feel like this is our therapy session. The only problem is we're always talking about me. We should dive into some of your problems you got there, buddy.
Perfect. What is
Yeah,
there? What? There's
old. Oh, being old is your problem.
I'm getting younger. What are you talking about? Don't need to wear glasses anymore. How many people can say that?
Yeah, Tom's found the fountain of youth in his beet juice slash carrot slash whatever drinks he's drinking.
All right, all you people that own Chihuahuas, keep them away from the couch, and we'll all be safe. We want to have those dogs or whatever go extinct. Whatever.
You're so stupid.
All right, guys. We'll see you on Thursday.
Bye.